First and foremost, here is my mine. This is the mine with a cat, the casting assistant device from Psy. What's up, people? I'm Xogue, and welcome to my world. We're doing things back on Direwolf20, his mod pack. Or mod pack he plays, whatever. It's somehow related to Direwolf. Anyway, so today what we're going to do is we're going to get into a little bit of Psy and something else. Now, the reason I say and something else is because I usually skip right on by Psy. Now, if you don't know, Psy is in this pack. We can take a look at it right here. There's got a lot of things in here, but you guys already know that I'm probably just going to go through and get what I get normally, and then we're just going to be using those CADs to do all of our stuff. Except for attack. We're going to have to get a different sword and stuff for that. But aside from that, I just follow my own tutorial. I have a tutorial out there about how to get set up. It's complete with a resource list and all that good stuff. So there's going to be a link to that down in the description. If you do want to mess with Psy at all, you can follow the same tutorial that I use. It's the one that I made. It's practically the reason I made it. But, yeah, it's down there for you if you want to do that. But before we get into that, before I snap right to the point where I'm done with everything, as far as the Psy is concerned, as far as Psy is concerned, as soon as I snap back, before I snap to when I have the CAD, basically, and all the spells and everything set up, I wanted to show you this. Remember how I told you about that one probe, actually, this guy right here. This is basically an alternate tooltip to Wayla. Now, at the moment, I can go into Wayla and show it, and then I'll have both of them shown. But numpad 0 is the default to get to here. You click on this and click on hidden, and you still have Wayla. You don't have to kick it out of your pack or anything in order for it to work. But you see up there in the top left, everything. Now this is a cool part. I really like this feature. If I hold shift on a chest, it shows me the contents of that chest. I don't have to open them at all to see if I have, like, if I'm looking, like, I wonder about diamonds. Do I have any diamonds? 1 diamond in there. 4 in there. So we have 5 diamonds total to play with, which really isn't a whole lot. It's not a lot at all. I need to get a quarry running so we can get a whole bunch of everything. But that's beside the point. It's a handy little thing. I'm really liking that one probe. And I think somebody told me a long time ago, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 series ago, to look at that one probe as an alternate for Wayla. And I don't think I listened to them, but I should have. So if you're still watching, thank you for that suggestion. But I was wrong, and I didn't do it, and I'm stupid for it. Okay. Oh, man. All right, so a lot of stuff has just kind of sort of happened. I went through and I got so many things. Let me show you what I got just real quick. Some of you don't care about the specifics of these things, so I'm not going to go into detail with the spells, but I will have a link to my Psy tutorial in the description, like I already mentioned, which also has a link to all the spells that I use, minus a couple that I'm going to mention here in a second, that I found elsewhere. Now, break 1, that's just distance breaking. I can break it from any distance. Boom, it's broken. Done deal. Break line is the same thing, only it also breaks the block above and the block below. Vlogger sequence is one that I was told about in my FTB 1.10 Unstable series by College Vlogger, who's a common commenter. I haven't seen him lately, but that's a different story. So I named it the Vlogger sequence because he's the one who actually suggested the original idea for this. But basically what happens is that I can mine 12 blocks up or 12 blocks down, and that direction, up or down, is dependent on whether or not I'm holding shift or not. So if I'm holding shift, it goes up. If I'm not holding shift, it goes down, which is a really cool thing. It's very, very handy, and it was originally 2 different spells that I was using that was now combined into one because of that. Far place is the same thing as breaking, only it's placing a block, and I can do that from up to 32 blocks away, I believe. Insta-bridge is pretty handy. You see that I have dirt there. If I look at a block and use this Insta-bridge, it will basically place blocks in a line straight towards me. So it's really handy for building in a lot of cases. So I do frequently use that quite a bit. I'll get those in a minute when I demonstrate something else. Speed gives me speed. It's literally that simple. It doesn't really do anything but just give me the buff speed 3 for like 4 seconds. Regeneration or health is the same thing. It just gives me regen for, I don't know, a few seconds. And my cat is too weak for it, probably. Yeah, 290 out of 250. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, Conjure Light is really handy. That's these guys right here. What it does is it tries to place one of these guys above the block that I'm looking at or closer to me, up one and closer to me. So if I wanted one in not the block that I'm looking at, but the one closer to me, one spot towards me, I would aim at this block and click place, and it goes up one and towards me one. Or if I'm aiming at the ground, it'll place one right above where I aim, which is the easier way to judge where the light will go, which this is one that is not mine. This is one I'm using that is not mine. So this is not included in the list that I mentioned before. The next one that is not mine is this guy right here, which is an item magnet. This is intended to be cast on a loop cast bullet. So it's casted over and over again until it's done. I don't prefer this method though. I augmented it just a little bit. So basically this right here, Mass Exodus, has a speed number. 1 is kind of slow, but since it's on a loop cast bullet, it continually does that slow speed, and it basically gives it the impression of an actual item magnet where everything just kind of slowly moves towards you. Not really slow, but slower than this one, where I've increased the speed to 3, and now it's a manual thing. So what I can do is select the magnet, and see all the blocks over here? Boop, bloop. And they're all in, I have them all now. So it's really, really handy. Then I can go back to, actually, I want to move this. The far place actually uses the blocks directly to the right. So if I wanted it to use cobblestone, I have to replace that with cobblestone, go to far place, and then go bloop, bloop, just like so. Now, those are all the spells that I'm using. They are very, very, very handy. And I wanted to get through them quick because I know, like I said, a lot of you guys don't really care too much about that. But I did want to show them to you so you know what I'm using when I'm using it. When you see me do some weird stuff, you know why or how I did it. And yeah, so now what I wanted to do is I'm going to get into something else that we're usually not getting into this early, which is AE2. Again, I have a tutorial up for AE2. Applied. Oh, I'm glad we have the batteries. These guys are awesome. I like these guys. These are really good. Thank you, actually, Additions. Again, that's a mod. That's a dude I've talked to before. I'm not sure. No, he's not in my actual Discord chat. He was in one of them. I had actually orchestrated a Discord chat for mod creators and YouTubers to get together and collaborate, so the mod creators would know what the YouTubers wanted and vice versa. So it's kind of handy like that. Whoop! Big lag spike. That was weird. Anyway, different concept. Oh, conjured block. Ha ha ha. No texture in the tooltip. Anyway, so that being said, yeah, these guys are awesome. I love the battery situations. This right here is an interesting thing that I've been doing. And it's really handy because what I can do, and we're going to go in the new line here. I wanted to show this to you before we move on with the whole AE2 thing that I just mentioned. Is basically I can sit still and hold this button down until it tells me that it doesn't work anymore. Like that. Then I can switch to item magnet and go boop, 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 boop. Now I have all the items from all the way down there, minus maybe one that I may or may not see all the way down there. I'm not sure. Then I go to Conjure Light and I fly and I go bloop, bloop, bloop. Just like so. Nope, no items. I did indeed get them all. It just looked like it. This guy right here looked like an item floating, but he's not. Then we have this stuff up here. Yeah. So that's kind of what I was doing. But then I thought about it. I was like, okay, so my end goal right now is to get the crystals that I need. I need the quartz crystals. These guys right here. I need 27 of these. And again, I have a tutorial on AE2 is setting up the basic setup, which is all we're going for right now anyway. That's all we're going for because the rest is pretty complicated. But I'm also going to have that link. So I'm going to have the Psy tutorial link and the AE2 tutorial link, both of which I have done and both of which I follow every series that I do these. It's really, really kind of handy to have them in your back pocket like I do. But yeah, so I'm going to follow that. But it calls for, the resource list I have at the beginning calls for 27 Certus Quartz crystals and 5, I think that's a 5, 5 charged Certus Quartz crystals. So I need to get a bunch more of them. And I only have 6 right now. And I think I have 2 in my chest. Where is my up arrow? Where's the up area? Is it really far away? I went in the opposite direction, so I'm not sure exactly where the up portion is. I gotta find it now. Where's the up? Where's the up? It's not here. No, 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 no. Okay, not this direction. Go. Where? How do I get out of here? I'm lost now. This is really unfortunate. Wait. No. Here. Here we go. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to mark this. I'm going to mark this just a little bit. Actually, I don't really want to mark it right here. Oh, well. It's fine. Exit. Mine. We'll do that. Mine. Save. It's going to go through my base up top, which is why I didn't want that to happen. Because it's going to go right... Oh, it's not, actually. It's a little bit off. So, no, that's fine. That's okay. But anyway, yeah, so I need to mine a little bit. But now the way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to stay up here, and I'm going to show you the other spell that I have, the Vlogger sequence. So I can do one of 2 things. One, I can just right-click right about there. 12 blocks down. Right? And I can do this all the way down the wherever. Right? And I break everything, which is really, really good. Or I can go down to this point, and I can hold Shift along on this flat platform and do it, and it goes up the same amount of blocks, and everything rains down on me, which I think I like better. Now that I'm not too incredibly worried about running into lava like I would be at the very, very bottom of this, down all the way to bedrock, I could just kind of do this. Just hold Shift. Do as many of these as I can. Ow, I hurt myself a little bit. This is fine. I hurt myself a lot with this mod. I think it's actually a really good balance for the mod, is that you are potentially able to kill yourself with it, but it is a very powerful mod. So that's a thing with me. And you don't get the Silk Touch or the Fortune that you can get with other things. So it's also detrimental there. But I'm not too worried about it. The mass quantities of things that you can do with this is ridiculous, and it makes it worth it, in my opinion. It makes it so worth it, in my opinion. There's one more thing I wanted to get into before I just kind of skip to the end of me having a very, very, very basic ME setup. And that is the Void Bag. Give me you. I don't want to hurt myself from that. Give me that. Okay. So if I go over here and get this... Oh, yeah. Give me... Sure. I'll just take 1 stack of string for now. And then we need to go over to these guys. Give me my shears, because I need some of this stuff as well. Can I keep... I can't keep clipping them this time. It's probably better that I can't keep clipping them, though. It's probably a good thing. Thank you. Okay, so now that I have all this stuff, I want to go assemble it. I think it was wool that I needed. I'm pretty sure it is. It's called the Void Bag. And I wanted to play with this before because there was a previous series where I could actually... There's something similar to this. And what I could do, learning to carry, it's time to let go. I got both of them, probably because I crafted a bag. Yeah, make a Baggins' bag and make the Void Bag. Okay, so there's a trash bag before that I had, and I was able basically to set a filter on it of things that it would automatically pick up. But this one does not seem to have the same functionality, which is unfortunate. But I do want to keep this with me, and I don't really need torches anymore, do I? I also don't want to keep the string. So this way I can just go ahead and void all of the cobblestone as I get it while I'm mining down there, and I should be able to continue straight forward and just get all of the crystals that I need. So far I have 2 of them, 2 Certus Quartz crystals here, and then the other 6 that I had before. Here we go. So we're up to 8. I need to go all the way to 27. What is that, 32, if that is a 5 that I see? I have a little... Oh, wait, I have 3 more. Perfect. Any more? I don't think so. I think that's it. I don't think I'm lucky again. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and keep mining out. I'm going to keep doing what I do. And this is going to take me a little while more than likely. And I'll see you back here in a little bit once I have what I need. Oh, hello, witch. Woo. I don't like you. I need a ranged weapon. I need a ranged spell. I have a few empty slots I could use. Probably not going to make that one now, though. Well, this is interesting. Take a look. First and foremost, here is my mine. This is the mine with a CAD, the casting assistant device from Psy. This is what it looks like when you have an epic mining tool such as the one that I'm using. But we have run into a little bit of a thing here. These guys, you guys know what they are. These are spawners, monster spawners. We have a lot of zombies in here. So many zombies in here. There's a lot of them. Now, the good thing about having the gun that I have, or the CAD, is that you can literally put lights anywhere you want. You see how many zombies are in here? This is ridiculous. I don't know if we're going to use this as a zombie spawner. I mean, we are in modded Minecraft, so we could probably do something else with it. But for now, we're not going to destroy it. We're going to leave it alone for the moment. I need to kill a lot of these guys, so that way we don't have any problems. I need to be able to click past them. I'm getting a lot of everything, but still, I am killing a bunch of the people that are in here. Apparently, they have been spawning for a while, and I had no idea that they were. Holy crap, there's so many of them. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Oh, hey. That's because you can hit me through a corner. Somehow, you actually got there. Not entirely sure how, but yeah. So, conjure light. Boop. And boop. Is that enough? Is that good? Hold on. Break one. Here we go. I think that's enough. I think it is. I can't carry... Whoa, hello, Iridium Shards and all of these guys. And all of these guys and all of you. What do we get? Like, really? I mean, okay, we do have some monosteel, which is really handy. We have a white rune, whatever that's for. This is basically everything we got. It was just all spread out across the entirety of the chest. Let's go ahead and void some of the stuff. We'll go ahead, I guess... We don't need the moss stone. We can craft this, right? Yeah, just some vines. We can get vines later. That'll be fine. You. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the zombie head. We're going to have a bunch of those from the mob spawner at spawn as well, which technically we're still at spawn. We're just underground, but you get what I'm saying. I don't need potatoes. Solidified experience, I can use it, I guess. Now, you do see that I have 25 and 5. I am very, very close to having what I need for AE2, but I'm not there yet. Not yet. I don't know whether or not I want to break this guy or not. I really don't. I want the U. Pumpkin seeds are good. Melon seeds are good. And the bucket is good. I'll keep those. The rest I'm not too worried about. I'm going to go through here because I'm probably... Oh, there's some. Oh, there's a lot of other baddies in here, though. Hold on. Let's fly. Oh, hello, zombie. How are you? Die already. Thank you. Anyway, so you get the idea. I'm just going to go ahead and do that. But it's pretty cool. We found a monster spawner. I'm just going to go ahead and mine some things. Hello. Stupid. Stupid, I said. Stop it. Ow. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. More zombies are going to spawn in here because I just broke one of my own conjured light things. Crapo. That's not at all what I wanted. Conjured light. Got it. Okay. Where are you guys spawning from? Oh, you're spawning on, like, the other side of the wall or something. There's a... I don't know, but this is really handy. I don't ever need my torches anymore. Torches are kind of a thing of the past with these conjure light sources from Psy, which I've, for some reason, never used before. Not entirely sure why, but I just haven't. But yeah, it looks like... Oh, hello. Hello, Creeper. How are you? This is why I need some kind of a ranged attack for these guys. There's a lot of things that I want to have for Psy. A lot of spells that I would like to have. Like the ranged attack, and I need one for underground and above ground. Above ground, I can use lightning, which is actually really, really, really powerful because it also sets them on fire. So I can do it for the passive animals, catch them on fire, and then they die from the fire, and it gives me cooked meat, which is really, really handy. Underground, I guess I could do like explosions or something. That's an idea. But I don't know. There's a lot of different spells you can use. Get me? I think that's everything I need as far as the crystals are concerned, which is the hardest thing to find, I believe. But I'm going to go ahead and see about getting this stuff made. See what I have, what I don't have, and hopefully here when I come back, we'll actually have some kind of an AE2 setup we can use, which is going to be pretty awesome. So I'm sitting here minding my own business, following my own tutorial, and then I remember I need to use the inscriber, which requires a couple of presses. Which we don't have any presses. But we do have, I know of a couple of these guys right here. And if we're incredibly lucky, because there's another one like right over there, we won't have to travel too far to find them. I'm thinking somebody's already broken into them though. Yes, they have. Look at that. They have either already found them. Well, no, that's pretty much the only option. They've already found those. And probably come over here to find these as well. So somebody's already working on applied energistics. Look at that. Yes, they did. I want to test something, though. I want to see... No, see, this doesn't actually break these. I think this is just a setting, though. I think this is a config option. So I'm going to go through and see, because I've already mentioned this before. I believe that Sai, since it lacks the ability to have Silk Touch and Fortune, I think it should be able to break anything. That's just my idea, my concept, what I believe, so I'm going to end up changing that into configs here in a little while. But somebody already has the presses for these. They've already got them. So either I need to find out who has them, borrow them with a whole block of iron, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing, or I need to find my own. Okay, so who is this anyway? Whose spot is this? Oh, look, it looks like it's marked. Who are you? Pyro. Okay, so Silver Pyro's already got them, apparently. Or at least a couple of them. Oh, where did I see those? There they are. So he has 2 calculation and 1 engineering. So I need to copy these guys. And I probably need to find my own. It looks like he's... Oh, so he's not even started on it yet. He ninja'd them. Look. Look, it even says on the sign. Pyro's Ninja Hut. He ninja'd the things. He went straight over there to collect the presses. He wasn't going to share anything. He just took them. Good job, buddy. Good job. Just kidding. Just messing with him. Anyway, so I do need to copy those guys. And I need to find my own because I am working on this. And the other thing that I didn't even think about is that I do indeed need to... I need to get power. Now, the power that I have at the moment, I don't even know if it works, to be quite honest. I'm not even sure. But I do know that I need to find out if it works. Because it's pretty cheap, actually. This guy right here is cooking whatever it cooks. It's going pretty good. I mean, but it doesn't seem like it's... I can't tell if it's actually powering the energy cell. No, break. It doesn't... I don't think it is, actually. I can't tell if this guy has any energy in it or not. It says stored energy is 0. This is an energy acceptor. It should accept the energy from this guy. Unless this guy can only transport it through the sides and not through the bottom. That's probably a huge waste of coal. But I want to see if this actually works like this. Somehow. Oh, look. It's already got energy. Perfect. It keeps its energy, rather. So it's not going down at all. So it's not charging it. Which is a really big bummer. Why are you not charging the thing that you're supposed to be charging? I don't get it. Anyway... So I still need to find the presses, though. I still need to go out. I need to get enough iron, first and foremost, to copy his. But I believe I have that iron. Oh, no, that's just 1. Don't worry. I have more somewhere. 34 more. There we go. You remember that big hole you saw me dig? Yeah, I did get a little bit of iron from that, although not a whole lot. Not as much as you would think. 48, yeah, so here's a whole stack. I can't even put all that in there. Let's start with a 19. Which will give us basically 2 blocks since it doubles ores. I don't think it triples it. I don't think it triples ore. I think it just doubles it in this pack. But that's fine. That'll still give us a few blocks, which we can use in the inscriber if we can power it to duplicate his setup over here. Or his presses. But we still need to find the other ones that we need. So I'm going to go on a scavenger hunt for a little while, and we're going to see what we can find. And I need to work on this. I'm thinking... Maybe if I have another go-between, it might work. And let me show you why I think this is because somebody else is already working with this thing. This coal generator from Actually Additions. Which, by the way, buddy, if you happen to be watching the Actually Additions mod creator, it's not working with applied energistics, so that's a thing. But you put coal in, and it does work with a basic capacitor bank to spread into these guys. And I know that these guys do, or this guy does work with the acceptor. So... We do have a go-between that will indeed function, hopefully. And we can let that go. So for now, I guess I need to I don't know. I'll have to reorganize this a little bit. But I also need to find those presses. So I'll be away for a little bit. I'll see you back here in about 4 seconds for you, about 2 hours for me. Okay, lots more progress has just gone on. I have one of these guys to grind down things, the various things, including Fluix crystals and Certus quartz crystals. I've built this out, which this is basically what I've done. This guy right here is feeding this guy and powering it up. This is taking this to keep this guy powered. It is accepting a charge, so that's good. So this guy works. This guy will work once it's powered, or once we have something in it. And everything will be fine as far as that's concerned. Now, in order to do what I want to do, I want to make like 3 or 4 4Ks. But in order to do that, I need to make like 12 of these guys. And then I can make the 4 4Ks. But these guys, as you can see, require pure Certus. Also, I do have the regular terminal, but I don't have the crafting terminal. The crafting terminal that I want... The crafting terminal requires a Certus quartz. Pure Certus quartz. Because the pure Certus quartz is what gives you the extra thing. Let me show you what I'm talking about. The extra thing. You're like, what the heck? What are you talking about, man? Crafting terminal, it gives you the calculation processor. You need the pure Certus quartz crystal in order to get that. And this is the second time I need one. So I have that requirement. And then the 4K, I believe, also needs it. No, it actually... Oh, yes, it does. The calculation processor right here. In order to assemble one, I need more of them. So, what I need to do is go ahead and start getting those. But that means getting growth accelerators because I am not sitting here for days upon days to do it. So, I have farmed out all the required materials to make myself a few growth accelerators, which is what I need now. So, here is 2 of them. What am I missing for 2 more of them? I should have everything. Oh, I don't have the iron. But I have everything else. Okay, that's good. That's good because, yeah, it's a thing. Give me another block. And while that's going, we're going to go ahead and place these guys down a little bit just to see. Because the first one's going to go right here. The second one's going to go right here. But I need to make sure that I can reach this to turn it off. So that way, like once I go like this. So now it won't be powered there. But I need it to be powered for now. I need to be able to turn these guys off because they soak up so much power. It's ridiculous. I'm at -6 right now from 2 of them. So I have to be able to turn it off just like so. Give me the thing. That's fine. So while they're off, they won't be doing anything, but I can keep it powered while I need them to be powered to grow things. And that's good. So if I do this and then this, I should be able to make 2 more. Like... So, 2 more, thank you. And we're going to put a cable in between you and in between you. And then we're going to go here to place 1 here. Nope, I got to back up a little bit. There we go. And then 1 here. So now they're all connected. This does indeed work to transmit power to all of them. We don't need one there because we have this connection. As soon as we place down a cable from here, it will indeed work. So we're fine on that front. What I need to do is 1, leave that open. 2, get a bucket and some water so that I can start growing them. Now, the idea behind this... Oh, I covered up my infinite water source. Darn it, why would I do that? Woohoo! Okay, give me some water, and we'll fly back up. So, what I need to do is that I can basically... I don't have to mine for the Certus quartz anymore. And I'll show you why, is because I can actually grind these 2 down into regular things, which is actually 8 turns of this. So, 1... 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it stops on its own, and both of them are done. Every 4 turns, grinds down completely 1 of the thing. Anyway, so with this and sand, I know I grabbed 3 pieces. I only need the 2. You can actually get 2 seeds. So 1 Certus quartz and 1 sand give you 2 seeds. So now, once these are done growing, 1, 2, 3, 4, and place this guy down over here. They're all powered. These guys are going to grow. Oh, that's cool. Like a little lightning. The lightning is not actual lightning in this. It's actually more like shadows. Like you see the shadow from the lightning, but the actual lightning isn't happening. That's interesting. But these guys are going to grow. This is going to soak up a lot of power. I have no doubts. Because this is -38 right now. You are still cooking, right? Why are you minus? Oh, it's because I have 4 of them. So I might actually have to get a second coal generator and have 2 of them powering it just to keep up with the demand of this. But these guys right here, now I'll have 4. So once I get 4 of the thingamajigs, 4 of the pure Certus quartz, I can grind those down into more dust, combine it with more sand, and then I'll have 8 seeds. So basically, I'm doubling what I have every single time, which is just fine. There's no problems with that. It's just going to take a little while to get up and running to actually get all of the 1Ks that I want. But after we get all the 1Ks, all I got to do is just combine 3 of those for redstone, which none of that will be a problem once I have enough pure Certus quartz crystals. And the logic processor's not really going to be all that difficult, so I would need, 12 of these, I guess. And then we have 12 of these, which we then combine in this sort of a fashion to get, 3 of these or 4 of these. I think I said 4 is what I wanted. And then we can put those inside of the housing, which is more redstone, more quartz glass, and more iron. Not a big deal. And then we have the 4Ks, and we can put those in there. We can dump all our items in. But that's not going to be this episode because this is going to take a little while. This will take a little while to get done. So I have to call it. I have to call it just so I can get on with other things and do some stuff. But this is going to be done off camera. I'm going to be working on this for the next little while. And we're going to see where I'm at in the next episode. But if you liked it, don't let that like button get lonely and subscribe to see more. Also, ring the notification bell to have notifications sent directly to you when a new episode of mine comes out. It's right there beside the subscribe button. Check out the Patreon and donation links down below. Thank you for watching. Do what you do, and I will see you next time. Peace out, peeps. Well, never mind. You can't put these back in a grinder. That doesn't work anymore. You can't forever expand on it. I thought you could. I thought these guys could be ground down into Certus quartz dust, but you can't. You can't do it anymore. So I do have to go mining. Everything I just said is pretty much moot. You can't. Just terrible. Terrible. So for now, we're probably just going to work with a 1K, which is absolutely horrible. I hate that. That or I'm going to go mine out a bunch more because I really, 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 really hate that. I hate 1Ks. I really do. I'm going to have to mine out a bunch more. But it's going to take me a little while to get up to speed. So anyway, yeah. The recipe is that. I guess this has to go in here. And that. Oh, there. Oh, don't tell me you do that. That's stupid.